Aloha everybody, Kaiwaza with you, John. Welcome back to my channel. I just got back. I spent the weekend in Salt Lake City. I judged the Miss Utah USA and Miss Utah Teen USA pageant. Lots of fun. Just kind of a quick weekend trip. And I came back today realizing they still had one day left in the Friends of the Library book and music sale, which they usually have a lot of vinyl at the sale. And I'm talking thousands and thousands of records. So I thought, okay, I knew I didn't need too much, but I did want to pick up some more, for my collection for moody mood music. If you haven't, I should mention, if you enjoy mood music, elevator music, old sort of style music from the 50s, 60s, 70s, that they used to play like in the grocery store and whatnot, the kind of music I kind of grew up listening to a lot of that. I have a radio station online dedicated to that kind of music. So it's a little trip back in time. It's called Moody Mood Music on live365.com. And I'll have the link for that below. If you haven't already, check it out. Maybe you'll like it, and maybe it'll just be funny to you, whatever. It's cool, it's fine. And it's free to listen to. And so yeah, I thought I would go and just get a couple of things. I really wanted to specifically look for some more vocal groups, because I felt I was slightly lacking in that. But anyway, I ended up being a really bad boy. I was so bad, naughty. I got 81 records of easy listening music. Had to call an Uber to come pick me up because I was not going to carry that home or walk back home or take it back on the bus, even though it wasn't all that far from where I live. But yeah, so I ended up Ubering home. But anyway, lots of cool, easy listening stuff if you like that sort of thing. So 81 records to show you, so let me go real fast and let's check them out. So here's what 81 records looks like. Almost all of these were $1 a piece. I think actually all of them were $1 a piece that you'll see here. First, some instrumental stuff, which I did get some instrumental stuff. James Galway, The Flutist, The Wayward Wind. This one's interesting. Paul Marriott, it's a European rap record. Soft Explosion, kind of an interesting title. Hollywood Strings, Hits of the 70s. I love this kind of stuff. I wasn't sure if I had this one or not. Music Buck Dancer, Frank Mills, but there was also another one of his I've never seen, 7 of My Songs, plus some others by Frank Mills, pianist. Enoch Light and the Brass Menagerie, Volume 2. These guys are always interesting. Evergreen, Ronnie Aldrich's Pianos and Orchestra. Another Project 3, Tony Mottola, Warm, Wild, and Wonderful. Great picture there. Arthur Fiedler and the Boston Pops, A Salute to Disney. This just has like medleys of, the Disney films, so that would be interesting to hear. All Hurt Now, several All Hurt albums. There was so much music I didn't get. I cannot even tell you how much there was that I didn't get. But, I had to stop myself. I could have left there with like 300 or 400 records. I really could have. There was so much there. Songs of the 70s by the Sounds of the 70s Orchestra. Sal Soul Strings. You gotta love the Sal Soul Strings. Glenn Gray, Shall We Swing. These are classical songs that are given, sort of dance band, whatever arrangements. And I love when they take classical themes and weird them up. Theme for the Magnificent Seven, Ride, 1973. This one's like all different movie themes. This one I'd never seen before, so I had to get it. Memphis Underground by the Living Jazz. As in living strings and living voices and living marimbas and living everything else. Living Jazz. TV's top themes. I'm sure some people will recognize some of those songs when they hear them. Great Fire. The Brass Ring. Got a couple of things from them. I've never seen this one before. The Vivaldi Beat. Again, I love when, they take classical music and Either do different arrangements or discoize it or do whatever. Love it. 101 Strings plays Songs of England. This one I was really excited to see for $1 because you usually see it quite expensive on a lot of websites. Strings for a Space Age Space Suite, Bobby Christian and his orchestra. So these, has kind of outer space theme sounding music. Really cool. Okay, that's the instrumentals. Now we get into the vocalists, I think. Well, I guess some of this is mixed too. Whatever. Tom Jones, Percy Faith, Country Bouquet. Got several Percy Faiths here. Even on the jet plane. This one, I checked out a little of this today. This is kind of fun. James Last, Piano A Go-Go. Pretty cool. I got a bunch of Rachmaninoff. I have a lot of Rachmaninoff, but if you're going to have an easy listening station, my friend, you cannot have Rachmaninoff, so I cannot have enough Rachmaninoff, so I have to get every one of his albums I can find, because you just have to. You know we'll have a good time there. Then I got a couple by the Swingle Singers. I love them. I have some of their stuff, but I didn't have these two and can't pass them up. Rocco A Go-Go and the new Swingle Singers. That's very hard to say. Try saying that fast 5 times. Swingle Singers. Folio. And I got several by the Johnny Mann Singers. I have some of theirs, but that's always a good, easy listening sound too. So I pick up things of theirs I don't have.
If I have to go, you'll be thinking of me. Somehow.
I got 3 records by Roger Whitacre. And the one I have to tell you in particular, very interesting record. I was listening to some of this. Whistling Around the World, because he's a singer, kind of a folk singer, whatever, but also whistled, very profound whistler. And this album is all him with orchestras whistling around the world. Interesting. Sandler and Young, love them. And I got several, like 3 from, I think these are all later Perry Como. I just love that song, just Out of Reach. Got a couple from Bing Crosby, and again, I think these are, I don't really see these ones around. The Road Begins. These are all songs from his film career. There's a whole series of records, but yeah, these were all the complete series of Bing's Hollywood. I certainly don't have it, but I have 2 of them now anyway. Anything Goes. Selections from the Motion Pictures, Little Lost Boy, Country Girl, and Anything Goes. Kind of interesting. Jerry Vale, love him. Get a couple from him. 14 favorite Mario Lanza songs. My mother really liked Mario Lanza, sort of an operatic singer. Definitely not an operatic singer, but I gotta have it. Julio Iglesias. This one I was curious about, if it was like a Rod McEwen album. Just You and Me, Together Love, music by Henry Mancini, poems by John Laws, and indeed it is, poetry read to music.
I can't remember how many people ago it was that you slipped almost unnoticed into my heart.
Later K-Star, back to my roots. Later Wayne Newton, Tomorrow, had to grab this one. I love when some of these vocalists, like later in their careers, do things trying to be groovy, The Lennon Sisters, Today, aren't they swinging? This is going to be good. The Letterman, I Have Dreamed. Anita Kerr and the Singers, Till the End of Time. I love the Anita Kerr Singers. Summer Camp Songs, Hugo and Luigi with the Children's Chorus. Couldn't pass that one up. Okay, this one we have to talk about. I was also very happy to find this one. You don't see it very often. On Omega Records. Dreamsville by the Monkees. And you would think, Monkees? It's a Norwegian group. And let's see, inspired by their style from a Norwegian dynamo named, I won't even try to say that except to say Egil Moen Iversen. That's where their name comes from. But wow, these guys are really great. Really, really great. Nana Mouskouri, I just love her, so I'm going to get this one because I don't have these songs by her. Love her. Tony Bennett, Love Story. Jack Jones, Nobody Does It Better. This has kind of like this, some, later songs. The Love Boat, you know that one. He sang this theme from that, the original one. Original Broadway cast of Follies. I got this because it has a song called Beautiful Girls, which personal history, the Miss America pageant, in somewhere in the late 80s, early 90s, used that as a production number, and I loved that song, and that song was just etched in my mind, and it came from this musical, so I got this record, and now I have that song, and now you at Moody Mood Music will be able to hear Beautiful Girls, which I'm sure will complete your life. Voices of Walter Schumann, love the cover. Latin and Hip, the Brothers Castro. Midnight Voices, Is That All There Is? Is That All? The voice of Dick Haymes, Moon Dreams. That's a nice cover, isn't it? Very nice. Judy Garland. Gotta have Judy Garland. I have some, but, gotta have more. Love her. This record I'm curious to hear. I haven't heard it, but Shirley Bassey. You say Bassey, right? Shirley Bassey? All by Myself. It has some interesting songs. In and Out of My Life. Can You Read My Mind? That was from Superman. I love that song, so I'm excited to hear her version of that. Solitaire. I like that song too. John Davidson. My Cherie Amour. Louis Prima and Keely Smith, right? I know another Keely, and I always get those two names confused, but it's Keely Smith, I think. Sammy Davis Jr., I Gotta Be Me. Great swinging Sammy Davis there. Art and Dottie Todd, Chanson d'Amour. I think they live in Hawaii, and they used to come into the coffee shop I worked in many years ago, and I didn't realize it was them. But I think it was them, because they just had that look. Different Strokes, The Four Freshmen. This just has some interesting songs, like Beatles covers, and yeah, I'd be interested to hear this. Harry James and his Great Girl vocalists. Ames Brothers, Destination Moon, another one I was surprised to see for $1. That's somewhat sought after. This Thing Called Love, the Cy Rady Singers, the Boswell Sisters, and music goes round and round. And we end with Connie Boswell, Swing Me a Lullaby. So, some old stuff, oldies but goodies. All right, those are my finds today at the Book and Music and Book Sale, Friends of the Library. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. And again, if you'd like to hear selections from these albums coming up or many others, check out my Moody Mood Music Station on live365.com. Have a great week, and thank you for watching.